Here is a simple problem that catches out a lot of families. Cars with 7 seats are expensive. The moment you need to carry more than 5 people, the price tends to jump dramatically into territory that many families simply cannot reach. Dacia, Renault's value-focused brand, looked at that problem and built the obvious solution that somehow nobody else had: a genuinely affordable 7-seater. The Jogger is one of the cheapest ways to get 7 seats in a brand new car by a wide margin, and for 2026 it has been updated with fresh styling and an efficient new full hybrid. It is proof that practicality does not have to be a luxury. From the outside, the Jogger has always been a slightly unusual shape, somewhere between an estate, an MPV, and a rugged crossover, and the 2026 update leans into that with confidence. It now wears Dacia's smart new family look, with the distinctive link-shaped lights front and rear, and the Dacia name spelled out across the tailgate, plus chunky plastic cladding and roof rails that give it a tough, go-anywhere appearance. It is not pretending to be premium, and that honesty is part of its charm. It looks practical, durable, and unbothered by fashion, which is exactly what its buyers want. Inside, the Jogger is all about doing the essentials well for as little money as possible. The dashboard is simple and logical, with a clear central screen on most versions, physical buttons for the important things, and materials that are clearly built to a budget but feel hard-wearing and honest, rather than nasty. Dacia has learned to make cheap feel cheerful rather than miserable, with clever touches and a clean design. You are not getting soft-touch luxury here, but you are getting a space that is easy to use, easy to clean, and built to survive family life. But the seats and the space are the whole reason the Jogger exists. It offers a full 7 seats, and crucially, unlike many 7-seaters where the third row is a token gesture, the Jogger's rearmost seats are usable by adults on shorter journeys and can be removed entirely when you do not need them. With them taken out, the boot becomes enormous, genuinely van-like, and even in 5-seat mode, the load space embarrasses most estates. This flexibility, the ability to be a spacious 5-seater one day and a full 7-seater the next, is the Jogger's killer feature. If breakdowns like this help you decide which family car actually fits your life, subscribe so you catch the next one. Under the hood, Dacia keeps things sensible and affordable. The core engine is a small 1-liter turbocharged petrol with around 110 horsepower, and there is a clever bi-fuel version that runs on cheaper liquefied petroleum gas as well as petrol, slashing running costs for high-mileage drivers. New for 2026 is the bigger news, a full hybrid system producing around 155 horsepower, which can drive on electric power alone at low speeds and brings the kind of fuel economy that used to be the preserve of pricier cars. None of these is fast, but all of them are tuned for cheap, easy, everyday motoring, which is the entire point. There is naturally an honest catch, and with a Dacia, it is the obvious one. To hit these prices, compromises have been made. The materials are basic, refinement on the motorway is modest with a fair bit of wind and road noise, and with all 7 seats in place, there is very little boot space left. This is not a car that pampers you, but here is the crucial context. The Jogger never pretends to be anything other than honest, affordable, practical transport, and judged on that, the compromises are entirely reasonable. You are paying for space and seats, not for plush materials, and the Jogger delivers exactly what it promises. Taken together, the 2026 Dacia Jogger remains one of the smartest buys on the entire market because it solves a genuine, expensive problem so cheaply. It gives a family 7 real seats, a huge boot, and now an efficient hybrid option for a price that undercuts almost everything else by thousands. It is basic, yes, but it is honestly basic, and it spends its money where it counts, on space and practicality rather than on badge appeal. For anyone who needs to move a lot of people without spending a fortune, there is still nothing quite like it.